Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nails and Beauty Talk. I am your host, Asia the Bird. Today, I have a very special guest with us today. She's a designer and illustrator. Please welcome Beverly Salas. Hello, Beverly. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you.
You're most welcome. So, I want to go ahead and start off this interview by asking, where are you originally from and how'd you get started in the world of art?
So I am from Anaheim, California. Um, I've always been drawing since I was a kid, but it didn't really pick up for me until I was in high school. That's when I was drawing like crazy. I was known as the binder art girl. I made drawings for people, and yeah, and they would put it on their binder.
Right.
And then ever since then, I feel like I was like, dang, I wish I could do this full time. Um, and I just kept I just was drawing after high school, but it wasn't really I don't know. I got involved with my local art community, and then that's when it really started picking up.
Mhm.
Um and then after that was when I opened up an online store, and then it kind of took off from there, and here we are.
Oh, that's really, really cool. Like, who are your favorite artists?
Ooh, oh my gosh, that's such a hard question because I have a million favorite artists. But at the top of my head, I would have to say Yoshitomo Nara. I love Hilma af Klint. Um, those are top two right now, I would say, but there's a million.
Hmm. Yeah, that's really cool. Like for me, it's Paul Lewin. He's like a cool, amazing artist. Another artist I like is, of
Mhm.
course, Salvador Dali, Keith
Yeah,
Haring,
yeah. Oh
Jean-Michel
yeah, yeah.
Basquiat, those
Ooh,
type
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
people. It's like they
Mhm.
have such a unique style. And also Kirby Rosanes, who's a illustrator from the Philippines, and he does these really cool
Mm.
works of art where there's a lot of stuff going on. Also
Whoa, wait, who was that? Who? What was their name?
Kirby Rosanes.
Ooh, I gotta look that up. That sounds super cool.
Yeah, so Kirby with a K.
Sorry, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, so Kirby, Rosanes, and then there's another artist. His name is Matthias Adolfson, and he does
Ooh.
very interesting works of art. Like it's very fun, very mechanical, really, really cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so those are artists I like. So in terms of your art style, how would you describe your art style?
Okay, so I feel like a lot of people have classified it as psychedelic and trippy, but I never like went for that vibe, I guess. I was just drawing. I wasn't going for that vibe, you know what I mean? Like people just
Right.
started calling it that. Um, I don't know what to describe it as. I kind of feel like I want to say it's organic in a way because it's
Mhm.
very whatever comes, I just do it. I don't know, but I don't go for a specific style. It just kind of happens. So, I don't know. I don't know what to call it, but most people call it psychedelic, so I'm just it's psychedelic, I guess.
I think also too it's very abstract. So it's like how you said it's free
Yeah.
flowing. So I like how
Mhm.
you add the flowers, you add the eyes and things like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So you
Mhm.
have a unique style where it can I can see where people say it's kind of psychedelic because you use a
Mhm.
lot of colors.
Yeah.
So, but it can also be abstract as well. And like how you said, organic, because
Yeah.
you use a lot of organic shapes.
Yeah, yeah. I like the term of abstract too. I forgot about that word right now. But yeah, abstract for sure. Yeah, I think I would describe it kind of that.
Mhm. Yeah, most definitely. That's with me. I use I do my own characters, but I'm also abstract as well. I like doing
Mhm.
line work within my artwork, digitally or traditionally. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
my style as well. So in terms of
That's
your
cool.
art business, so you sell prints, you sell stickers, and you also have your own rugs, which I find pretty
Mhm.
cool and very unique. What has
Oh,
been your
thank you.
experience? What has been your experience owning your own art business?
Um, Crazy. You know what I mean? I feel uh, when I started doing art full time, I kind of forgot about the whole business aspect to it. I was kind of just drawing, and then people wanted to buy it. So that was shocking to me, that people would like pay for it, I guess, because I did it for free all through high school. Like I was just drawing for people, giving away stuff left and right. So like the fact that people wanted to buy it was already like super crazy to me. But I feel like owning an art business is so like there's no right or wrong way, and there's
Mhm.
no like specific guide. Like everybody has like their own way on how they go about it. So I feel like for me, my experience has been crazy, especially like the tax aspect of it, like the taxes and all that stuff has been wild. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely probably like I wake up super grateful every day that I get to do this for a living. Like that is a huge honor and like probably the biggest like privilege. I don't know. I feel crazy.
Mhm.
Like crazy is the word for like how art business has been going because it's
Right.
just, you know what I mean? Like making a living off of like I feel like I'm like putting out my diary for people and people are like, we'll pay for it. I'm like,
Mhm.
what? Like,
Right.
it's really crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. What made you start selling like rugs of like your work? Or what made you start getting into rugs?
So uh I think I just was like, I want to make something like different.
Hmm.
I I really want to branch out and like there's more things coming, but during the pandemic, I was just like, dang, that would be so cool. So I did like
Hmm.
a bunch of research and finally found someone that could do it. And uh like when I saw the first blanket I ever made, I was just like, whoa, like this is like a completely like it's still my art, but it's just like a different like version of it. So I was just like ever since then I've been like addicted. I make like every single drawing into a blanket at this point.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. Now I want to get into the nail side of things because like I'm in the
Yeah.
nail industry. I'm also a licensed
Mhm.
cosmetologist and I've seen different nail artists like, take inspiration from your work, and do like a whole
Mhm.
nail set of like, based on your illustrations, the eyes, the flowers. So when you seen that from, when you seen different nail artists do your designs, like inspired by your designs, like how did you feel about that? Like,
Oh
people
my gosh.
replicate your stuff.
Yeah. First of all, I'm like every single time that happens, like which has been happening very, very frequently at this point. I feel like at first it was happening like every now and then, and every single time my mind was like, and still to this day, my mind is like, I'm just like, whoa, like
Mm,
because people, the detail, the work, the time, like I saw this girl one time say it took 8 hours to do something.
wow.
And like the dedication, the skill, like it's honestly like it's the biggest honor in the world. Like I right now, I don't know like what is happening right now, but it's like I wake up to like 5 nail art pieces a day, like, and I'm just like, whoa, like I don't even have time sometimes to go through them a day because so many talented people are making like this nail art inspired by my work, and it's like
Right.
the biggest compliment in the world. Like it's a huge honor. I'm like I have to take the time every week at the end of the week to like go through all of them because it's like there's so many beautiful, beautiful like inspired nail pieces. Like I
Right.
wish I could like frame them, you know what I mean? Like it's freaking crazy. And it's so tiny, like they're so little, like
Right.
it's insane. Like but yeah, it's like the biggest honor in the world. I'm I can't even believe it. Like it's really cool.
Mhm. Yeah, and also too, like what I like about it is like your style is not only so unique, but there's another, field that's inspired by your work, that love your work and how unique it is. So I think that's really, really amazing to see that, people get inspired by this, your unique style. And they just take inspiration of it and they just say, hey, let's do it on a set of nails.
Yeah, I'm just like, you guys took crazy to the next level. Like, this is amazing. Like, I'm just blown away. Like, I like can't get tired of like looking at. I like go back and like before I go to sleep, I'm just like looking at all of them. Like, this is so amazing. Like, it's so cool. So crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's really, really cool. Now, have you ever thought about collaborating with a nail artist in terms of like, say for instance, like doing your own line of like press on nails, like with your artwork on it?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't, I that's definitely a goal. I think that's in like, that's something I would like to do. Maybe like, because people have asked like, "Oh, you should sell like press-ons or something." I think I definitely like that is definitely something I want to do. Um, uh, I just have to find like, like the right
Mhm.
per- I don't know how to go about it, so I have to do like some crazy research, but yeah, that's definitely something I would want to do.
Yeah, that'd be really, really cool. Now, in terms of
Mhm.
pricing, like your work, like your products, like from your rugs to your prints to your stickers, how do you go about pricing?
So like I actually was just talking about this with a friend, but I try to um make the prices accessible.
Hmm.
Definitely for like rugs and like tapestries and stuff because I'm like paying somebody to make it too. It's like I kind of have to like raise up the price obviously because like it takes a lot of like work and time for them to make it too. But yeah, pricing's so hard still to me because it's like I don't want to make I mean I want to make things like the right price, you know what I mean? But I usually like I'm like, how long did this take me? Like I right now I'm mainly just selling like prints and stickers. But in the future there will be like I'm working on some t-shirts and there's phone cases being made right now. So like there's more things that I'm like still trying to figure out like the right price range too. Because I want people to also be able to like afford it. You know what I mean? Like I don't want it to be like crazy, crazy expensive either. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, pricing is still something I'm like trying to uh, like have like a set guide. It's like still something I'm kind of figuring out too.
Mhm. Yeah, that's the same with me. Like pricing can be a little bit tricky and you have to figure out and plus consider the time, the materials you use, and just how much
Exactly,
work you
yeah.
put into it. So that's the thing. So
Mhm,
I think that's something that
mhm.
a lot of people are trying to figure out is like, okay, how do I go about pricing my work?
Yeah, yeah. It's like something I feel like you just everybody does it differently, but I mean, you definitely don't want to like sell yourself short too, you
Right.
know. I mean, you know too because you're a creative and you do stuff too. So it's like you don't want to, make it like you're not getting anything either too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's definitely true. Now, what are some pieces
Mhm.
of advice would you give for someone who is trying to find a like target audience like with their artwork?
Um, I feel like for me, what helped me was getting involved with like my local art community. Finding people to like that help you too, that you can help each other. Um, that's what helped me. And as cheesy as it sounds, like I always say like don't give up too like just because
Right.
maybe not as many people are seeing your things as you want them to like especially with the whole Instagram algorithm and everything it's
Hmm.
like you know what I mean like you just want to like just keep sharing your stuff like um don't compare yourself to other people because everybody's at like completely different levels you don't want to be comparing yourself um but I feel like like definitely the number one thing is like just don't give up, you know what I mean? Like,
Right,
I know
right.
that sounds, like, super cheesy, but, like, you don't wanna, like I don't know, just, like, keep going, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm really bad at this, Asia, I'm sorry. I wish I was more prepared.
yeah. No, no, it's all good, but I understand what you're saying is, to keep trying and keep putting yourself out there. So
Exactly.
so that way, people notice your work and your art style and people over time will gravitate to it. And of course,
Yes,
growing your own audience to, get inspired by your work or like your work, that takes a lot of time.
it
And
does, it
especially like
does.
how you say with like the algorithm, how that
Mhm.
how crazy that is. But of
Yeah,
course, just because you don't get a lot of likes, like say for instance, you get like 4 or 5 likes or 6 likes or 10 likes, that don't mean it ain't a good piece of work. So
exactly, yeah.
that's something that
You
people
like you nailed it. That's exactly what I was trying to say, like, just because it doesn't get as much attention as you like wish or maybe not enough people are seeing it don't think that your stuff isn't good like you know what I mean I feel
yeah,
like a lot of people get into that mindset where they think like oh like you know what I mean like oh not enough people are seeing it but it's like you're creating because you like to do this too. And it's like you just got to
Mm.
keep putting yourself out there.
Yeah, most definitely. Now, in terms of like with art, are you all like self-taught or did you go to art school or?
I'm all self-taught.
Okay.
I took a drawing one class like in high school and I hated it. I mean in a college and I did not like it. Um,
Uh,
but I think it just wasn't for me, maybe going to a drawing class, but everything that I've been drawing is just like it's just an evolved version of what I've always done in a way. Like I've always drawn in this style, but it's just like evolved now into like whatever it is now.
uh,
But yeah, self-taught, yes.
okay. Okay. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
really, really cool. I'm self-taught as well, but I also went to art school. I went to
Oh, cool.
Savannah College of Art and Design in Savannah, Georgia. So that was a very
Ooh.
cool experience, learning about
That's so cool.
learning different art techniques and learning about different aspects of art, different avenues of art, different eras of art. And it's really, really cool.
Yeah.
And also too, you don't have to go to art school to learn about art,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
everybody has their different experiences. So that's what's beautiful about the art community.
What was your favorite class?
My favorite class, I would say, is like the surface design classes because there was a minor of pattern design, but my focus was
Whoa.
surface design. I mean, my minor was
Wow.
fibers. That's what it was, which entailed
Oh,
yarn work and natural dyeing of fabric. But my focus in illustration was surface design. I wanted to clarify.
that's so cool. That's, like, super cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Well,
So
now we interview you, and now it's now my turn to interview you. I'm kidding.
yeah, but my favorite was really, a lot of the illustration classes and learning about the different artists. So I don't have a
Yeah.
specific class in particular, but I would say like
Mm.
the pattern design class as well was my favorite as well.
Dang, that's super cool. Did you say you learned how to naturally dye too, or
Yeah,
what
yeah,
was that?
using like natural dyes, like how to dye fabric.
That's
Also
so
learn how to
cool.
reverse dye as well. So like using bleach, like say for instance, if you want to dye denim, so you use
Mhm.
like bleach and you use like rubber bands and stuff like that, and it comes with this cool, dye pattern. So you learn tie
That's so
dye,
cool.
things like that.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I'll have to talk to you about that after.
So yeah,
That's super cool.
so that's the thing. So in terms of where art is going, what is your whole take of the progression of art and where it's going?
I feel like the way art is going right now is that I just right now is such a unique time for
Right.
art because we have the internet, like
Yeah.
we have social media, we have like everybody's putting their art out there and it's like easier to see so many amazing things. And I think it's like such a crazy cool time to be an artist because you're so inspired by like everything you see online too and like
Right.
it's like I don't know, it's like such a unique time right now.
Mm.
It's I think that I don't know, I feel like we're gonna have like virtual galleries in the future or something like to where
Mm.
you can like I don't know, Asia. This is crazy. I like thinking about it, I'm gonna go into like a crazy like spiel right now. But that's yeah, I don't know. I feel like with the whole internet thing, like art is just like I don't know, it's like easier. It's more accessible in a way. Like you can
Right.
like just type in something and like learn
Mhm.
about it like right then and there.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah.
Yeah, but that's what's amazing about it. Like art is going like in different ways, like people who are sculptors, illustrators, animators, and also there's another aspect to putting their work out there, which is NFTs. So
Oh yeah.
people are
Mhm.
doing NFTs and getting into the metaverse, which is like a 3D
Yeah.
virtual platform. So,
Yeah.
it's a lot of stuff that's coming out now in terms of combining art with technology. So it's really,
Mhm.
really cool. And I want to shift gears and talk about your collaboration with Prime Video. And you recently
Oh
did
yeah.
an art piece for Lizzo's brand new dance show called "Watch Out for the Big Girls," which is a dance show that
Yeah.
Lizzo is putting out. So, what has been your
Mhm.
experience collaborating with Prime Video?
Well, that was super crazy because I mean, I was approached to create like a frame for it, like the animation that came out.
Mm.
And it's funny because they didn't tell us, or I wasn't told right away who it was going to be. They just said it was like a big client, and I was like, whoa, yeah, like of course, like I'll do it. Um, and they said like I would have creative freedom, so that's what kind of like reeled me in, because I was like, oh, if I have creative, like 100% creative freedom, then like yeah, I'm all in because no restrictions. Um, but yeah, it was such a surreal experience because Prime Video went out of their way to highlight all the artists too that did it. Like they posted on their story with like a short bio and like a picture of us. Like
Right.
it was an amazing experience, and like everybody involved was like, we had like a little chat going on, and everybody was so sweet and supportive, and like um it helped me discover new artists too, and like
Mhm.
uh it was just such a surreal experience. And then Lizzo shared it, and it was like really
Wow.
crazy 'cause it's like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was like one of the best experiences ever. I'm super grateful for that opportunity. Like to this day, I'm like, dang, I can't believe that happened. Like that was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really cool. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. Now I want to get into art mediums. So what has been your favorite art mediums to use when creating art?
Oh my gosh, that's like so hard to answer. I feel like I'm I don't work digitally, really. I haven't really tapped into that yet.
Mm.
But right now, I feel like I have phases where I'm like really into acrylic paint one phase, and then next,
Mm.
like I'm obsessed with markers, and then I'm like with colored pencils. So it kind of like varies, but I have like a special place in my heart for
Mm.
markers. Like I guess I don't know what that ink. I don't know what is that medium. I guess, right? I don't know,
There's like pen and
but mark. Yeah, yeah. That would be my favorite preferred medium, because like right now I'm obsessed with like blending colors that don't really like go together, I guess. So like yellow with
ink.
like a blue, or like purple with like a green, and I like to like kind of like, I don't know, combine the two. That's like what I'm into right now. And I feel like it's with the markers that I'm using right now by Arteza, they're super amazing. So I just like blending all these like different colors. Um
Mm.
but my second favorite would probably be acrylic paint. Um I love acrylic paint. It's like so like I want to eat it. I just feel like it's so like, especially with like really smooth paint, and then like getting
Right.
like the fine details and stuff. Like, oh, I love it. But yeah, marker though is my number one.
Mhm. Yeah, acrylic paint is also my favorite medium because especially because I do nails and I like doing like nail murals. Like it's like a mural where it's like this whole picture that's continuous on a set of 10 nails. And I use like acrylic
Ooh.
paint to paint all the characters, and it's just really cool. Just you can use acrylic on nails and not just on like a paper canvas or like a art canvas. So you can use it on anything. And that's what
I
I love
didn't know
about.
you could use it on nails.
Yeah, yeah. I've used it on nails, and it's pretty good. Like also gouache is very good. Arteza gouache. Oh, I love
What?
Arteza
That's
gouache.
so cool.
Yeah. So, but also too,
Oh.
I love like pen and ink. I got into poster
Mhm.
markers. I haven't got the different
Ooh.
colors, but specifically I got black and white because I like working with black and white. So, but that's the thing. Also, I'm a digital artist as well. I'm into like Adobe Illustrator. There's another program. I don't know if you
Mm.
heard about it. It's called Affinity Designer. That's a digital program, which is a cheap alternative to Adobe Illustrator, and it's like $50 and you pay for it, and it's like a one-time pay. So,
Wow.
those are really cool programs. Those are also my favorite mediums.
Ooh, that's super cool. You do everything. That's awesome.
Thank you so much. Now, I want to get into in terms of like the favorite art techniques. What's like your favorite art technique that you've used in your work?
Hmm. Art technique. Um, hmm, that's hard. My favorite art technique. That's different than medium, right? That's like,
Yeah, it's different. So it's like when I mean by like technique, I'm talking about like dotting, a dotting technique, or hatching, cross hatching,
ooh,
type of line making, mark making that you do. Like, what's like your favorite technique?
ooh, I guess I really like, I think the term, I don't know if it's called, uh, not cross hatching. It's just like, just thin. I'm sorry. I don't know the correct term for that, but, kind of like, uh, I have like an example. I really like, I guess I just like when lines are like super close together, kind of like, here's the camera, like
Oh
right
yeah.
there. Yeah, I don't know if that's a technique. I'm sorry, Asia.
So, like I
Yeah.
can see like you do like line work, you do like stippling, which is like a dotting technique. So I could see those techniques,
Yeah.
pen and
Yeah,
ink.
that's the word I was trying. Yeah, I was trying to think of that word. Yes. Yeah, stippling. Yes.
Yeah. I like stippling too, like, doing the dots and stuff like that, but also doing like
Yeah.
cross hatching. And those techniques
Mhm.
are really, really, really amazing to use.
Yeah, especially, like, with creating, like, more, like, definition or
Mhm.
more detail and stuff. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, especially when you make stuff 3D, use like,
Mhm.
stippling or hatching or cross hatching to make stuff 3D. Like if you made like a circle, you could do those
Yeah,
techniques to make the circle come out or make a shape pop out.
yeah, for sure.
Yes, I find that to be very, very interesting and really, really cool. Now, in terms of if someone wants to get into art, what advice would you give for someone who wants to jump into the art world?
I think the number one thing would be to just, I guess, like, if you wanna get into the art world, I guess just, there's so many things I wanna say, but I'm, like, trying to condense it in a way. Um, but I just feel like when you're creating, you know what I mean? Like, don't, like, I wanna say don't compare yourself, just go, like, do what comes to you, and then, um, don't, like, don't think it's bad just because it's not going in the right direction that you're going,
Mhm.
um, but just, like, keep going and then, like, see where it takes you, but don't be, like, so critical of yourself, you know what I mean?
Right.
Um, but, uh, yeah, I'm blanking out, I'm sorry. But, yeah, I just would say, like, don't compare yourself, don't think something's bad that you made right away, like, just keep going, like,
Mhm.
be consistent, that's what I'm trying to
Mhm.
say. Um, but yeah.
Yeah, but also be authentic to you and what you do.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the thing with that. Now, how would you define success?
Success is, to me, I feel like just being happy.
Mhm.
It's very
Right.
simple. That's what I feel like success is. To me, like, a lot of money, like, that stuff doesn't mean success. I feel like success to me is just being content and happy.
Mhm.
Whether it's just like in the art world or just like, not the art world, like just your personal life. Just
Right.
being happy and at peace is what I think is successful because this world is crazy and there's a million things going on. So
Mhm.
you have to make sure that, you're taking care of yourself and your mental health too,
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I would just define success simply as being happy.
Yeah, I could definitely agree with that. And I like how you said with the mental health, because I'm a big advocate for that, because I like how with
Mhm.
our generation, it's more vocal about how
Yes.
important it is to take care of yourself, to take care of your mental health. And that's how you maintain not only a work ethic, but the passion for what you have and what you do. So that's the thing. So of course it's being happy, but also celebrating the small achievements, learn to take a step back, take a break, and have time for yourself. So I think that's very important as well.
Yes, very important.
Yeah, most definitely. Now, last but not least, where can people find you on social media and how can people support your work?
Um, you could find me on Instagram and it's just at Beverly Salas. I do have a TikTok. I'm not a frequent poster on there, but I'm trying to be. And it's just Beverly with two Y's and then Salas. Um, and I'm also on Etsy as Art by Beverly Salas. And you can support me by shopping on my Etsy.
All right, that sounds really, really awesome. Well, thank you so much, Beverly, for jumping onto the show. And your work is absolutely amazing. I love what you're doing. Your art's on rugs and prints, and people are inspired by your work and putting on nails. And it's so amazing how a lot of people are gravitating to your work. It's absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for jumping onto the show.
Oh, thank you. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much for having me on the show. You are an amazing person. I don't even know you, but I just know you are so great because you take the time to, you know, show people. I checked out your YouTube and it's really cool that you bring like a spotlight on different creatives. And also it's just like it takes a lot of time and effort and energy. And I really appreciate that what you're doing for the art community, the nail community, the beauty community, all the communities. So thank you so much for having me. And I'm sorry that we delayed this like 20 years, but I'm glad we finally got to do it.
It's all good. Well, thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to click the bell for notifications. Also, follow me on my social media platforms and visit my website, asiaticbird.com, and be on the lookout for more interviews to come very soon. Take care and stay beautiful.